I mean, I forgot about it. That was a long time ago. As you know, that image was, I don't even know how long. Does it tell you the date of when? Bulk upload, ladies and gentlemen. This is the bulk upload feature. You need a notepad. This is a notepad right here. This is what it looks like when it's got a blank notepad. This is where you add your messages. Could somebody put that echo out? Hello? All right, we're good. Just wanted to test it. This is the notepad right here, ladies and gentlemen. This notepad is where you're going to add your messages and save them to your computer. Every computer has a notepad. If you don't have one, look for an app for your computer. Your computer might have one. That being said, you want to label Facebook bulk messages, or Twitter bulk messages, or LinkedIn bulk messages. Okay, you want to have 3 different ones. You don't want to label them all the same place. The reason why is Twitter has a certain amount of text length. I mean, you can't put more than, what, I think 140 to 160 characters. After that, it won't accept the message. So you got to make sure that every message is the right size for Twitter. And so that's why you don't want to mix Facebook with Twitter and LinkedIn with Facebook, because Facebook you can have more text than LinkedIn. And so there's different. So that being said, that's why you want to create 3 different notepads. Somebody do not unmute Brenda. There's a reason why I unmuted her, because she's making a ton of noise. I think she's moving stuff around, so I left her muted. Do not unmute her. As you can see here, this is the notepad, and all you have to do is get messages, whether it be quotes, text, or something you've seen, or something you want to share. You just add the messages right here. Just say, hey, have you seen this lately? Just a message. Again, this is just a test. And then I would put here, check this out. And then I would put a link, whatever link you want to use. This is a message. This is one message. Okay, this is what this is here. When you hit the enter button, now you're about to start on your second message. Okay, so this will be message number 2. Hey, check this out, and then you put your link, or you could just put, hey, check this out, and then the next message. You need to see this. Wow, this is awesome. Again, this is only test. I'm actually using these notes because I like to use quotes. But as you can see here, this is line number 1. This is the first message. This is line number 2. This is line number 3. This is line number 4. What is this telling you? This is telling you that there's 4 messages right here. Okay. So if I put the period at the end of everything, and there's a reason why I'm doing this, and I'm going to show you why in a second. This is a little bit advanced. So if I put a period after all of them, and I keep going down and add, now again, you can add unlimited messages in Notepad. I guess unlimited. I would add maybe 300-400 messages. I have one that's already that has 300 messages for Twitter. You may want to, once you add about 1 or 2 or 3 messages a day, just save it and keep saving it and saving it and saving it and saving it. Because once you have it set and done, 500, 1,000 messages, eventually you're going to have a whole year of messages inside that Notepad. And so every year you're going to be on autopilot. But businesses change. Things change. Okay, over time. So you want to always add something at the end of messages, so you're gonna be able to change it quickly every message later on. Let's just say at first you were using your blog, and all of a sudden your blog shut down or you're no longer using it. The messages still have your blog link at the end. You now need to change that to maybe an affiliate site. So what you can do easily is click on Edit, and then click on Replace. And then it's going to come to this point here. Now every message is created. Let's say there's 1,000 messages here. The system's going to say find what, and you're going to put the period, because that's at the end of every message. And you're going to replace it with period, and then you can put your website, www.pdl.biz. Let's just say, and then click on replace all, and watch at the end of these messages what happens. Did you see that? Well, actually, this one went a little bit double because of the periods was already in between them. But as you can see here, it added it at the end of every messages instantly. And this is where this is why you want to make at the end of every message, you want to add something so it identify every message at the end identical. So because you might change your actual affiliate link a year from now or 6 months from now, you may want to change it, and you don't want to have to create all these messages or manually come in here and click delete on every single one. That's going to take a lot of your time. So that being said, you just want to make sure that you have this set up as is. Let me go ahead and delete this one here. Okay, let me delete this here. Just like that, and then .biz and then space. Okay, now let's just say let's say another year goes by, you change the links again, you can do exactly the same thing. It'll say find what, you put the period, space, www.pdl.biz, okay, and you're going to replace it with just a period, and that'll bring everything right back to normal, and all you have to do is click on replace all, and everything's gone again. The links just disappeared, and then you just hit that's it, and just X that out, and you'll be right back to normal. But this is how you change the end of it. So because if you make a message right now and you don't add a period or you don't add a question mark or exclamation point, and every message at the end of it is different, it's not going to add the link, or it's not going to be able to change that to all the messages. And you want to make sure it changes to every single message. So if you have a quote here, and the quote says, enjoy your day, have a wonderful Monday, and it's for a Monday post. And at the end of that post, you have your link, but you have a question mark instead of a period. What happens is it's only going to change the ones that have the period and not the question mark. So hopefully you guys understand what I mean. Am I making myself clear on that point? I just want to make sure I am.
You're clear.
You guys don't get confused. Okay, good, because I'll keep repeating myself a million times in 30 seconds because I think that you don't understand. So
can you use the bulk? Sorry, can you use the bulk on the Pinterest? Because you need a picture for that.
No, you had that bit. I wouldn't recommend that. But there is. I'm going to show you how to quickly set that up for the future. So say you want to create Pinterest messages to go out. Like I said, she said about 20. She said about 10, 20.
Yeah.
For me, that's too. That's an expert. That's too many for me. I'll be honest. That's my personal opinion. I'll probably be 2 maximum a day. But I'll post it out and schedule out for the week. But on this note, let's finish with this bulk upload. As you can see here, for every line, you don't have to have a space. Do not add a space in between these lines because the system won't recognize that as a new message. This is a message, this very first line. You don't have to do anything different here. Just leave it as is. Go to the next line. There's a second message. There's a third message. And there's a fourth message. And once that happens, I'm going to click on Don't Save because I already have that saved. You go back to your bulk uploader, and you click on Bulk Upload. And then what you're going to do is now you have bulk upload for Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. So you're going to add the one for Facebook because that's the one we created was for Facebook. So I'm going to click on Facebook. Now it's going to ask you, do you want to post on all of your social accounts? You can, but if it's, again, these are groups that I'm an admin of, so I'm going to take those off. I don't want those to be posted into by me. Let's see here. My personal account, I'll leave that as is, and I'll take this one out, and that's it. So I'm good to go. So all I have to do now is upload the notepad that I created for my Facebook messages. Now, even if it's 3, that's okay. You could use the 3, and then you eventually are going to keep adding to those 3. Next thing you know, it'll be 10, and then it'll be 20 messages and 30 messages. Okay, so just keep on building on that notepad. You don't have to put all those messages up in one day. It'll build over time. Just remember when you scheduled it out. I mean, it'll tell you when you scheduled it out. Like I know at the end of April is when my messages will end for Twitter. So what I'll do, I've added more to it, and I'm also going to upload it at the end of April. I'll add it for March, till 3 months after. So March, April, May, June. So end of June, I'll then do it again and so on. That's how you keep it fresh and not the same text that's coming up every single day. That's why the more messages you have, the better, because it doesn't seem like it's the same message. Because 3 months ago, nobody's going to remember that quote or that message. You know what I mean? So, or 3 months later, excuse me. Now that we have the notepad created, we're just going to upload it here. So I'm just going to click on this button here, and I'm going to look for that actual message. So I'm going to go to Documents, and I'm going to look for Facebook. Oh, let's see here, Bulk. Actually, I'm in the wrong area. Let me go to PC, and then Documents, and then this is the wrong area. I think maybe in OneDrive. Yeah, it's in OneDrive. Here we go. And then I'm going to put Facebook Bulk Messages, and that's where it's going to pop up. That's the text I have, and I'm going to click on Open. And now it's been uploaded. See, I only had 4 messages. And then what I'm going to do now is then post them. So once you have the messages, you know you have 4 messages. You may have 10. You may have 100, depending on what you have there. Again, you want to post it and schedule it out. So now that you uploaded it, it has a green check mark. Good job. No errors were detected. We found 4 posts in the file you uploaded. Now I want to schedule it out. How far out do I want to schedule it? Considering it's only 4 posts, you're not going to go too far out, obviously. Today's the 2nd, so I'm going to schedule this from the 3rd until Saturday. Excuse me, the 3rd of March is what I wanted to put. And then all the way up to, I'm going to go back to March Saturday. So 3 days, 3, 4, 5, 2 day difference, because it's only 4 messages. So I'm going to put it for 2 days until Friday. And then what I'm going to do is distribute. Distribution is when you can schedule it according to the file order. What that means is up and down, from the top message, 2nd message, 3rd message, in order, all the way down. That's how it will schedule it. If you want it to be random, just uncheck this box, and then it's going to pick any message from any position. So it could be the last message, then it'll pick a message in the middle, then it'll pick a message at the bottom, and a message at the top, and so on. That's what that means. So if you check it, it'll be from top to bottom. Randomize days and time. Now, Lisa lives in the UK. When she's sleeping, we're probably up still, or vice versa. So she's going to want to probably randomize the days and times, which you can do. By unchecking this box, you can now select what days and times of those that you picked. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I want to post it when people are up in my time zone. They get up at 8 in the morning. So I'm going to go to 8 in the morning or 6 in the morning of my choosing. So I will go down to about 6 o'clock, as you can see. And then I'm going to schedule out till they get out of work, about 5 p.m. That's what I want to schedule. Okay. Or I can schedule all the way to the evening to about 9 p.m. because that's the time, you know, the East Coast majority of people are going to bed, are in bed, or about to go to bed. Or likewise, if you're saying you don't ever sleep. But you get what I'm saying here. You can pick and choose a time and date, and then all you have to do now is hit schedule it. And just by clicking on this button, it's going to schedule it for you. And done. Now your posts are currently being processed and will be added to the scheduler shortly. That's how quick and easy it is. Now I've posted my schedule. I'm all set for 3 days on Facebook. I'm all set for Twitter for a whole couple of months. And LinkedIn, I ain't did anything yet. So there's a reason for that, because I'm terrible at LinkedIn. I like to put content research on LinkedIn. Why? LinkedIn's supposed to be a little bit more professional than these other social sites like Twitter and Facebook. So what I like to do is go to research content, and this is where I schedule my LinkedIn posts. Okay, so that being said, again, that's how easy and quick it is to add bulk messages. And you'll see them here. Go ahead.
I have a question. When you do bulk scheduling, how many times does it schedule that post that you did per day? Only once or twice? Or
it's only going to schedule that post once.
Okay.
Just make sure that, I say, if you have 100 posts, you can schedule that in one day, all those posts. But again, you don't want to overexceed. I mean, you want to be as, see, let me put it for instance, like right here, I got a post going out once every 3 hours. 12, then 1, 2, 3, 3-hour difference. 3 to 6, 3-hour difference. 6 to 10, 4-hour difference. But you see how I've scheduled it, different hours and time. You don't want to over post. If that, because if you start posting like crazy, it becomes madness. So you want to separate the times, and depending if you have only 3 or 4 messages, you can post that all in one day, or you can post it in 4 days, because then it knows, because you selected that schedule. You told it you want to schedule like I did there. I only have 4 messages, but those 4 messages I told it to schedule out starting tomorrow until Saturday or Friday. So it knows in 2 days it has to post 4 messages, and I told it to post between 6 o'clock and 9 p.m. So it's going to do exactly what I told it to do. And that's a powerful, powerful feature, because if I post at 6 in the morning and I'm trying to target people in California, that's 3 o'clock in the morning. Ain't nobody getting up at that time. You see what I'm saying? So you got to make sure you know your time frame of when people are actually looking at your stuff. And when do you know that? And how will you know that? Very easily. Look at stats. If you go to your stats, if you purchase the full, $8 a month for this program, it'll tell you where your stats and where it's going by best times to post. If you click on this, look at what's my highest? 5 p.m. Okay, it tells you right here. You know that around this time is when you don't want to post. That's at 7, 8, 9, 10 a.m. But you know what? At 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, people are waking up. As you can see here, for some reason, 2 o'clock in the morning has been really nice. I'm sleeping at that time, but I guess there's people. But again, the world never sleeps. One half of the world is sleeping, the other half is up. So you want your business automated, and this is why this feature here is powerful. It keeps track of everything: the stats, the times, hashtags, the content, the locations, and the overview. And this is what's going to give you that you're going to know and learn what's working the best, what's working the best time, and this is why this is a very powerful feature. Very powerful feature, ladies and gentlemen. So hopefully you guys get that. I mean, do you know how to bulk upload now? I'm going to make sure that you understand that you have to use Notepad.